Okay. Are we live? Are we live? Okay, good. We're live. I'm going to go ahead and begin the show tonight. I guess I better go ahead and start. I guess I should start now. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I've been so busy working. I have not been... I've been really busy, so I'm going to go ahead and just begin this whole show. I had some new stuff on here. Hopefully this works. Because as far as I know, I'm using some weird-ass stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and try to at least... do this and take care of this as far as I know. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. So tonight I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some news. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, man.
Welcome to the show. How's it going?
Same old, same old.
Yeah,
I was a little tired
about the drama that's been happening because most people want to talk about the drama. I had like one person vote for it. Sadly, the show isn't really that popular, I know that, but I just like to tell everyone, this is just a podcast. I do talk about weird stuff. Sometimes
it was me.
Mostly anime stuff. But and other random weird ass stuff. So
I voted for that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, you probably heard about the news, right? About what was going on with there's a lot of harassment with the VTuber community right now over Hogwarts Legacy. Apparently apparently Pygmy was not the only one.
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and begin this whole thing.
Some VTubers played it and the internet lost its collective shit. Everyone is being labelled either a transphobe or an insane SJW because God forbid we have any sort of nuanced, reasonable discussion on the internet. The backlash has led to some VTubers deleting VODs and cancelling streams, but it doesn't seem to have affected Hololive since Pekka streamed the game to like 50,000 people. And sadly, the bad news doesn't stop coming since Zion from Niji has been indefinitely suspended, apparently due to some insensitive jokes and behind the scenes issues with management. Vox is also taking an indefinite hiatus for some personal family reasons that are no one else's business. Please respect his privacy, especially since he's also been getting harassed recently by people trying to dox him. Now for some good news, Twitter accidentally stopped everyone from tweeting for like 5 minutes, and honestly the community has never felt better. All of Holomyth is in Japan right now, which matches up nicely with Gura and Kali being made Tokyo tourism ambassadors alongside Miko. With all three of them combined, you pretty much get one fluent Japanese speaker. Here's what happened in
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now, but there's also that whole news cycle about what happened. You probably heard about the Pride Was Riot, the people that went after that bar and grill in California. Apparently, their account got suspended off of Twitter because they were involved in a certain attack.
Oh yeah, you mean that one bar where? Well, this is what happens when you bend the knee.
Yeah, they kind of publicly apologized, but at the same time, you remember last time when they were involved with Antifa, because this was a group that was involved with Antifa in California. They went after a spa, and it turns out the issue was the people that were inside the spa saw a transgender man, actually a woman, showing off her genitalia to a young girl. And it turns out the person that was involved had a bad history. And that person was arrested and went to jail for it.
I'm gonna say what I've been saying about these incidents recently, and it's about, how should I say this? Every single time.
Yep.
Every single time. Holy shit.
Yep.
no, seriously, it's insane. Like, sure, not all trans people, not all transgender people. We know this. We know this. But the problem is they don't even hold their own community to their own standards, to this, in the sense that they don't keep these absolute retards in check. These retards that make them look bad.
Yeah. So what happened was, Pride was Riot was involved in trying to cancel a stupid ass bar over the fact that they were not playing the game but streaming it. Two guys were watching this, and they and of course the bar had to publicly apologize about this because they were streaming Hogwarts Legacy over a stupid live stream of Hogwarts Legacy. They went on Twitter to complain about this, and the so-called Pride was Riot went after this whole bar for no apparent reason other than to complain about the fact that, oh, the LGBTQ is upset about this. Like, we know that. We know you're upset, but you're taking out on a bar that had nothing to do with Hogwarts Legacy. They basically just streamed it, and that was it. You guys went overboard on them because of the fact that they had to say sorry because of the reason, because they know you guys are involved with it, with this homeless ninja clan from Portland that likes to go after old people for some weird reason.
It's Portland. It's weird enough as it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, what happened was, one of the guys requested to watch a Twitch stream, and then, and yeah, as I recall, you had to be an absolute miserable piece of shit to actually go after, a place that is supposed to make people happy.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
And
they can't be happy. They can't be happy. No.
And the thing is, they're trying so hard to go after this spa because it's in California, of course.
You can't be happy. You cannot, because misery loves company, and these fuckers, that's all they know to do. Misery. They want to make people
Merry
miserable.
Christmas! Shopee free shipping!
Yep.
If I can't be happy, no one can be happy.
I know. And that's
Expect our resistance.
Yep.
That was what else? I remember. All right, autonomous community sustaining anti-fascist direct action to demand accountability for injustice and every intersection of human rights. Hola, acaba de construir una nueva computadora.
See?
He just said that he just built a new computer.
Oh, that's good. It's nice to hear from him again. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going down, especially on Twitter. Like, it's no joke.
Not going to go well for the LGBT. No shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna. They're gonna. Here's the thing. They're going to make the fag drags look like a joke in comparison to what they're about to be doing.
Oh, yeah.
Because of their self-righteous anger.
Oh, yeah. And that's what's going on right now. You probably heard about what was going on with why they're freaking out about this. You want to know why? Apparently, this is what happened. At the CPAC, the CPAC thing. Apparently, one of their main conservative figures that happens to be the president of the CPAC, basically talked about this, and this is a clip from it. This is why they are freaking out and harassing people.
There can be no middle.
And I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip right now. This is the clip that was going around on Twitter, and this is why they're getting upset.
Way in dealing with transgenderism. It is all or nothing. If transgenderism is true, if men really can become women,
it's fine. There has some extreme opinions about the LGBT community. Most of them like to say, share in public. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just right now they're freaking out about this because this guy is saying transgenderism must be eradicated from public life and entirely. These words in the speech is a major right-wing figure of the National Conservative Conference and straight up called for genocide. This is what the fight is about, and they want us gone. And that's what's going on right now, and that's why they're going after. And this is what the
look at this last name, Wiener.
Yep.
What a wiener.
Scott Wiener. Senators are Scott Wiener. Yeah, the whole joke about him, and I don't think that's the same Scott Wiener, but let's look. From California, Housing Committee, former chair, legislative LGBTQ caucus, housing, climate, criminal justice, reform, and health of the Democrat. And this is what's going on. This is kind of what's going on right now because right now there's a situation with the fan art community and also with the so-called people that are involved in that whole situation. You probably heard about the whole, like right now the Japanese are referring to these people as American Yakuza.
Oh yeah, basically, yeah, I saw this yesterday. It was related to a bunch of pro shippers or problematic shippers.
Yeah. Which
and the Japanese are in full force blocking every single American who tries to fuck with them.
Yeah, and that's kind of the problem right now is that a lot of they're getting fed up with the harassment of the so-called Americans that are like accusing them of some ridiculous thing over petty issues, because it wasn't the first time this happened. This was like years ago when you probably heard about the Pokemon artist that was harassed over a skin tone color.
I'm guessing the Nessa one, because let's be honest here, the Pokemon community is batshit. Yeah. Having been seeing firsthand what happens when you let Fujoshis take over.
Yeah, and that's what's going on, especially with the whole situation with the VTubers and everything being targeted and harassed over this whole issue. It's becoming a situation to where that they're believing in the narrative. Let me go ahead and open up the microphone. They were opening up the narrative that there's a possibility that there are American Yakuza, like people with tattoos, like they're referencing that community. Yeah, but there's not going to go well with the LGBT community, in all my opinion. And yeah, some of the extreme opinions about the LGBT community, most of all, wouldn't like to say the share. Okay, so.
Yeah. Not just Steven Universe, but also not just Steven Universe, but I remember during. What was the name of that?
Oh yeah, the whole Steven Universe thing. I remembered that. Yeah, they were getting the one artist was getting harassed, and 4chan had to intervene because they were getting fed up with this bullshit. Because this was the first time they sympathized with this girl, because this girl was didn't deserve this stuff over the art, and then they decided, you know what, this is stupid. We might as well just turn the color white. That's what happened.
Yeah, ecommerce/art did a video about this, and it was a motherfucking masterpiece, especially the whole part with the race swapping part of the video. And this happened on, I think I recall, CO.
Yeah.
Which is this was on CO where this shit happened, and then as an ultimate fuck you to these people, the guy who ran the Tumblr page said that the funny thing, I remember saying that the dude who ran the Tumblr account in question that was posting all these was a trans black woman, and they turned around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did a 180. They were shitting themselves.
Because it got
Wait, even the creators found it funny? Like, seriously? Even Rebecca Sugar was funny? Hold up. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about the creators saying that they find this shit insane.
Yeah.
That's weird because Rebecca Sugar is the definition of a damn NPC clone. She looks like Bob Saget had if he went to Casper in San Francisco.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the drama between Pippa Pinkin and Bosch. That one was hilarious.
Yeah, when she called him a horse fucker.
No, that and the situation with her with it was like a simple response that was recorded. That was
called him a Nazi, and then she told him that he was a horse fucker. I mean, there's where's the fucking lie? Just talking about Bosch. Just two fantasies about
basically, she basically said that. She basically said that I wouldn't take my life advice from a guy who's constantly obsessive with horse penis. That's what she said. That's what she literally said. And I'm going to show you guys the video that explains the whole situation. So here we go. Let's go ahead and play this.
So her husband, Ian, found it funny.
Hey guys, Kuririnji here. Once again bringing you
I didn't know that.
to the VTuber community. And it's finally time, my dear audience, it's finally time to become a full-fledged drama channel.
Oh, JT.
Why? Well,
After
let me explain you the ways. Today, I'm going to be covering a small drama between two e-celebs, as most drama channels are supposed to do. The drama channel's purpose involves covering that sort of stuff. And today's one is a doozy. We have the beloved Face Connect VTuber, Pipkin Pippa, going against BreadTuber and animal penis enthusiast, Vosh. Without further ado, let's get right into it. But before that, just a little bit of context. During the recent Hogwarts Legacy drama, Pippa decided to make some Twitter people mad with some comments about streaming the game. Vosh, seeing that, decided to throw his hat into the ring and see what other people have been talking about Pippa. And upon seeing a couple of clips taken out of context and recontextualized in order to make Pippa look as bad as possible, he had the following to say.
Large portion of VTubers are degenerate 4chan incel pedophiles. Some of the largest, I guess, like capitalization that I've seen on on the drama surrounding Pikame's departure has come from someone called Pippa, who I think is like a Nazi. I saw a couple of clips of this person. I assume they're attention baiting, so don't want to give them too much of that. But like basically, there was a clip of like somebody said New World Order, and a bunch of people in her chat were screaming like "Oy vey, oy vey." It's all like Nazi shit. It's like JQ, like you know, the whole thing. Their colors are the trans colors. Well, you know, Nazis love to appropriate art. The VTuber community in general has had serious issues with its clientele. I don't think that's going to change either. But basically,
well, as you can probably tell from the image I also left here, Bosch is probably not the right person to be talking about people being pedophiles. Granted, these comments were made many years ago at this point, and some people have informed me that Vash apparently changed his opinions since that time and actually wanted to raise the age of consent. But you know, the more eyes you have on yourself, the bigger the audience, the more mainstream you get. You cannot be caught with such statements unexplained, so it is what it is. But let's see what Pippa had to say in response to all of that.
There is a mess. Napalm, Dolores. Did you hear about what Vosh said about you? Yeah, I think he said I'm a Nazi. That's interesting. Looking good? I think it does look good. Mr. Beast candy bar? Mr. Beast candy bar is an F tier. That is interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. Wait, really? Yeah. Showed up late? How was the chocolate bar? It tasted like shit. The Mr. Beast bar tasted like shit. He thinks everyone's a Nazi. That is true. I'm not really concerned if a horse fucker thinks I'm a Nazi, though. I don't really, I don't take life advice from people who are fixated on horsecock.
Now, you may ask yourself, where does this fixation on horsecock originate? Well, as with all things with Vorsh, it comes straight from his past. But in order to explain all of that, I prepared a special video to end this particular debate. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy this venture into the pettiest of dramas possible. But, you know, entertainment is entertainment. And that's what I plan to do. Until next time.
Not like that. This is the same man who coined the term ethical CP. Boshy boy. You don't think we know about your skeletons, huh, motherfucker?
And it's all on Discord. That's what happened. It was
He
all on
like-
Discord.
He fucking looks like the stereotypical Discord moderator.
Yeah, let me stop right there. See what. Okay, horse cock is gorgeous. Horse cock is delicious. What's wrong with horse dick? Except. How many times did he put this on Discord? No lie. If I had a horse cock. I love horse cock. They're so pretty. Anyway, I'll tolerate some irritation if it means getting videos of girls masturbating with horse dildos.
It's another.
God. That's what happened. That's how bad it was. And yeah, Pygmy is right. Holy shit, Pygmy is right. Pygmy is right. Oh god.
Yeah,
We're going
yeah,
to
I
hell.
remember. Yeah, I remember. Pippa being independent YouTuber. So she's
Yeah.
fucking unhinged.
Then she joined Face Connect. But I would say this because this is kind of what's going on right now, and it's really crazy how this all happened. Because yeah, this is what you expect, which is why Pippa is probably an independent VTuber that everyone respects. But now she's in Face Connect, which I don't blame her. She wants more money. She wants more money.
Dude. That was a beautiful comeback if I've seen one.
Yeah. And it
Honestly.
shows. And it shows it because that's how bad it was. Like, people were literally just going off on this.
Not only that, but it was libertarian, which is an absolute oxymoron. Being a libertarian,
Yeah.
they are statists. They are statists to the core.
Yep.
To how should I say this? To declare class warfare. They are the complete antithesis of freedom. Okay. That being said, this is the same man who not only has a day for ethical CP,
Yeah.
which doesn't fucking exist, he's also a fucking zoophile.
Yep. That's why people are kind of pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, one of them is it said that one of them is a voice actor.
Yep.
Or at least an aspiring voice actor, quote unquote, who pretty much shot himself in the fucking foot by doing this. Of all things, you want to be a voice actor, but then you decided to also be a social justice warrior.
Yep.
Shit like this is why people don't think voice acting is a real job.
Yep. It's a job that they want to get paid in, and sometimes they have to do it because they're pressured to do it.
The other thing is, so much for professionalism. Professionalism,
Yeah, especially when you see people do this on the internet, and you.
Fair, everyone likes a bit of schadenfreude.
Yeah, you just look at the screen, the computer screen. What are my pronouns? NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 Intel Core i5 CPU 16 gigabytes of RAM. What are your pronouns? The Android joke.
I identify as a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
And I burn the brightest on winter when all the hovels show up.
Yeah, and I feel.
Oh wait, that's every night.
I feel like this is gonna be interesting because the fact that their whole situation with a lot of the streamers, she wasn't the only one harassed. I saw a video of another VTuber that got harassed, and let me go look it up. It's on Reddit.
Before we move on, can we discuss what Laser Boy just dropped?
Good.
The Discord thing.
Yeah.
So it says here, Discord will possibly record your video calls, voice calls, and channels during screen shares. With their new privacy policy, which will be effective after the 27th of March. So basically 1 month or so.
Yeah.
Discord will store your video calls, voice calls, channels, including your screen shares. they have removed, we generally do not store the contents of video or voice calls on channels. And we also don't store streaming content when you share your screen. Their privacy policy, which was effective from March 28th
Yeah.
to March 26th, 2023, all is still as effective as of now, privacy policy. So, it looks like Discord decided to fuck around and find out again.
Yeah, because right now they're looking into the groups that are harassing people, because there are Discord groups that are involved in certain things that they shouldn't be in doing, but unfortunately they do. So let me look up the video. Here it is. This is the
Yeah, of all things, this is a violation of free speech.
yeah.
Don't give me that whole. Don't give me that whole.
There's a Twitter. Can't. Okay, this is the video is titled. You know who Shadow is, right? Shando. It's a girl who has a squeaky voice.
Oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can go ahead and try to.
I'm being harassed on Twitter. I woke up today to like 150 cool retweets on
Dude, I'll be honest when I say this is
and I was
absolutely
like, whoa,
fucking
what is
moronic.
this?
This part.
And there were a bunch of non-binary 12-year-olds with pronouns in their bio and K-pop.
Really? Where's it? I mean, okay. Shando pilled individuals.
So good. The cancellation arc is real. I made a funny joke tweet last night with a picture of my tank top version, and I said, I know it might be like almost impossible to resist, but please don't stare at my huge booba. It makes me so self-conscious. Like, my face is up here today, so tired of being objectified, and then I posted like 100 eye-rolling emojis. I was just being silly, and there's hundreds of transgender 12-year-olds telling me to kill myself now. No, I shouldn't call them like transgender. I did a Civ stream where I roleplayed as Good Hitler, and yet posting a picture of
Transgender is the correct term to call these people.
It's what gets me cancelled. Oh, I played the Harry Potter game too.
Go pass.
Can't forget that. That's the most illegal thing.
Because that's how these people actually
There's nothing
act.
wrong with having pronouns on your page, but I'm just saying, whenever every single person who is quote retweeting me has them in their bio, I don't know how that makes me feel. That's all I'm saying. Hi.
Shondo. Oh no, Shondo is more. I would say Shondo is Shondo. Oh, but about being fucked with K-pop stans. Flamenco. I'm actually surprised that I that I think about it, I'm actually surprised these people haven't killed themselves sooner. You know, the I mean, the only thing these people deserve is death regarding being a K-pop stan. There's nothing more hideous than standing an effeminate man and acting like well, I mean that's what the term stan means. You're a stalker slash fan to the point that you're going to be digging through your trash. You're gonna be digging through your crash stand. Shit. Sorry. Let me start again. These people are willing and able to dig through a fucking dumpster just to see if they could take the guy's shit.
Mute button here. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. What it is that people are kind of concerned about this situation and the fact that they're worried that this is going to affect the trans community because certain legislations in other states happened and they lost the battles to the government in those states, and they feel, let's put it this way, they feel like they're actually losing the battle, including the PR situation with what they were doing.
Well, feeling the consequences of their own actions.
Oh yeah, because they basically had to spend years, lying to people, telling them, "Oh, you're being transphobic. You're being," and like a lot of people had enough, and that got to the point where they're getting upset about this, especially getting upset about cancel culture. And that's what's going on. Like, this is becoming a situation to where people are getting fed up with it. Because a lot of people were pointing out that this group of people are using the same lines to cut, like, it's basically just, right now, it doesn't mean anything anymore. It just basically means you're just trying to cover up something. Cover up someone else's behavior by calling it transphobic.
It is actually funny because I heard about a Brazilian streamer who, of all things, raped like 9-year-olds, and he looks like Butch with more intense hair colors. But yeah, shit like this is why people are transphobic.
Yeah.
Fuck around and find out with people's opinions and shit. Well, here's your... Yeah, not so gangster now, huh?
Yeah, and this is becoming a situation to where they're not happy with the situation, and they had to make everyone miserable because of it, and they took it out on VTubers. And thus, the Japanese are calling this the American Yakuza because, one, they have tattoos. Like, the people that they encounter have blue hair, tattoos. Obviously, Yakuza, wink wink, as they say in Japan.
No. It's more like a mafia because they operate and they want to... You know what? I'm actually surprised I haven't called them colonizers because what they're doing is basically cultural imperialism. They want them. They want the Easterners to actually think like the West.
Yeah, and the problem is like from what I researched on this whole situation, they were also trying to evolve the language into the LGBTQ so they could stop anti-LGBTQ stuff. That was the issue that they had. That was why they formed this linguistics thing. And I had to look this up because it turns out this was Berkeley that was doing this. And they were trying to stop anti-LGBTQ stuff. That was the whole point of it. And it got to that breaking point because of the fact that they used this language. Basically, I hate to say it, it was semantics. That's what the issue was. Like, people got tired of the semantics that they were using against people, especially on the internet, that it became a situation to where people were involved in some real harsh stuff, and it really upset people. So that's pretty much what's going on. So, what do you think?
I think.
Well, here's an example. Here's an example of what VTubers are: just white Westerners hiding in their racial identity behind a kawaii anime icon, while doing baby voices as grown-ass adults. Our social plague, dude. Silver returns to this stream Hogwarts. I will not be bullied. And this is kind of the problem. Like, these are examples of it. I said this was like 2 weeks ago, and it got people so mad at me. You aren't even wrong. I had so many friends express discomfort with how big time white English language VTubers use their avatars as borderline race faking anime girls without all them begging to take the real life Asian person. That's sad. And that's what's going on.
It's been said before. It's been said before, but do these eternally how should I say this? Terminate online faggots do anything else?
Yeah, and that's kind of what's going on. It's like these people have no morals. They have no principles, and that's what's going on.
People said that shit regarding most impressive. Look what I got to him. Fuck him.
Fair enough. It's not like I'm gonna. And it's like there's a lot of trolls involved in this too.
That trolls my ass. It's always these people like, these people are always doing this shit. You know, they're not even. Are they even human? Like, they're not human.
They're not human in the sense that they believe themselves to be.
I mean, they don't want apology. They don't want to fucking. They don't want sympathy. Of all things, they want nothing more than victimhood and power. This is all a power struggle.
Yeah. And the whole pick at me situation it just went crazy. And it's kind of sad too, because it's like, okay, pick me's harassers. Here's what you were talking about, right? That whole situation with 4chan. Pick-a-me's harassers have impressively short memory about what 4chan is capable of, and they doxed her bullies. 4chan helped get ISIS bombed. Yeah, they kind of, which is true. And they think they're incapable of doing something far worse. And they forget about the whole that whole Shia LaBeouf situation to where
it will not divide us.
yeah, he will not divide us, and yet here we are. Well, at least Shia LaBeouf had video. Basically, Shia LaBeouf basically went to rehab. He had to, because it was really destroying his career, because he was a how do you say, a method actor. He takes his role very seriously to the extreme, because he basically because I remembered that when he was playing in the movie called Fury, according to one of the actors that worked with him, he would put a scar on his face, like literally like real life injury, and cut himself and try to act like in the movie that he was injured. And they were like, no, don't do that. But he did it anyways, because he was a very serious actor in his acting. Like, he very much loves taking that role seriously. So I'm not okay. So this is Master Broda, or Yoda as we call him. I'm not 4chan, you nitwit. Being should you get reported for false flagging? Posting the screenshot of 4chan's most infamous accomplishment is not a threat. This is another extreme jump to logic from the brain damaged individuals. Yeah, and this is kind of the funny thing about it. Like, Broda is not he's not involved in this. Okay, VTuber already moved to Operations Underground. The number of gay trans harassers got outed, and their parents who weren't aware of their status so far. So, oh no, I dropped a super cool list of addresses, names, and IPs and personal harassers and pygmy. Oh gosh, I am so clumsy. Yeah, and this is kind of what's going on. I dropped it. A super cool list of tweets of harassers and pygmy. Yep. He archived everything.
I have actually read the
thread.
No, I had a link to to at least one of the persons who got doxxed.
And you don't have to bring it up. And what happened to that person? What afterwards? The aftermath of what happened? Did they get off Twitter?
It was more like the information, because, like I said, aspiring voice actor had a LinkedIn and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah. Imagine. Dude. The dude who had that fucking the dude who bullied Pygmy had a LinkedIn.
Oh, and it was a voice actor.
Fine voice actor.
A fine voice actor. Who? Oh, that just makes me laugh. Voice actor. Hello, everyone. Voice acting here. In case you don't know,
JT Vega VA here. In case you don't know, I am here to denounce Pygmy for being worse than Hitler.
Yep, that's what happens when you're worse than Hitler. That's what's going to happen. World War II.
This is Striker VA. This is Striker Red VA, and I'm here to tell you that. Well, Peppa Pickin is Satan.
Yeah, that's what
she is
really.
She is literally Satan.
Literally
she is the devil.
And it's said that what happened to her was very terrible. That's why 4chan is going to go after every harasser that ever was trying to take on the responsibility of harassing Pikami. That's right. If you ever try to speak out against her, you will be quelled. And death will go upon you. That's what happens. Sorry.
No. Yeah. Look at that. The thing is, we are talking about, well, a bunch of people who basically, we're talking about a bunch of people who are the very definition of the autistic army.
Yeah.
Because, like they say, the internet never forgets, and the people who decided to fuck around with Pikami, they're now dealing with the consequences of their fucking actions.
Yeah, and they're already jumping the gun right now. It's so funny. Because it's all of a sudden they get those tweets, but the funny thing about it is, like, there are several VTubers that got harassed on this, and a lot of people are trying to call it out as best as possible because they don't like this cancel culture of VTubers, because we already lost some really good talented VTubers right now because of this situation, and the fact that there's been a lot of discussions about other VTubers that have just recently left because of this. And this is becoming a situation to where people are not happy about it. So anyways, did you hear about... let me go ahead and change the topic here, because I'm going to try to figure it out.
How many flares are we allowed to have? Idle... Wait, hold on. Idle clap. What is, like, their symbol? Oh, they also have a triangle!
Talk about the fact
Oh
that...
god, she's doing the... I know, she's just being funny. I know she's like an edgelord comedian on this whole thing. And I don't get why... Yeah. And it's freaking hilarious. Like, they literally did this. They literally did that. Yeah, and I'm like looking at the Bloomberg article. Did you know that they also... Saudi Arabia is like buying anime now?
Well, I'm not surprised because Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest markets when it comes to anime.
Yep.
How exactly are they buying anime?
Yep.
How exactly are they buying anime though?
They're actually investing into companies. Let me go ahead and look it up on... Let me see if I can look it up, because this is what's going on. Let's see. Because I read... Kyoto Animation arson prosecutor trial ends this year. Okay, cool. Because since the pandemic happened, they're finally going to go in trial against the person who did that arson and murder. The arson and murder of the animators that work in that studio.
They're prosecuting the people who set Kyoto Animation on fire.
Yeah, it was one person.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was I remember it was a I think it was either a disgruntled employee or
No, it wasn't a disgruntled employee. It was a fan. It was a disgruntled fan that went after them. Now, let me look at this one because I was looking at the article. It was on Anime News Network. Where is it? Yeah, so they got Rent a Girlfriend Season 3. Gundam Witch from Mercury will be... the second season will premiere on April 9th.
I've got to ask you guys something.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very sincere question.
What?
Why are we getting a third season of Rent a Girlfriend while the Certified Hook Classics and Nichijou only got one?
I agree.
Why is this shitty ass anime even getting so much
Attention.
I mean, not just attention, but also this show is kind of like, let's be honest here. The guy who created the series is fucking weird. Like, I wanna marry one of my characters, kind of weird.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm not saying that
Yeah, because I'm looking at... Okay, Saudi Arabia. Let's look at this. I'm looking at this right now. This was on... Let me see, 3 days ago. Saudi Arabia... This is from comicbook.com. And I'll go ahead and read the article. Saudi Arabia expands the anime stake following Nintendo's investment, which they did invest in Nintendo. The following reports of investment increasing Nintendo Saudi Arabia's investment funds is moving to focus on anime. According to Redditors, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's public investment fund has raised its stakes on Toy Animation, Toy Company, which does like shows like tokusatsu shows like Kamen Rider and Power Rangers, as they call them. Or let's see. So the organization raised stakes in Nintendo, 8.5%, acquiring 5.5 stakes in the company in May 2022. These companies are hardly the first entertainment industries to catch attention to the PFI. February 2022, the group brought more than 5% shares both to Capcom, Nexion, and it acquired shares in publishers like game developers like Electronic Arts, Take-Two Interactive, Koei Tecmo, and for example. As an organization interested in anime, the stake increases a long time coming. The public fund is chaired to the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who operates a foundation overseeing Saudi Arabia's manga production. The company has worked with Toy Animation in the past, several local projects including The Journey, Woodcutter's Treasure, and The Future Folktales. The business-minded investor in anime has become commodity in the past decade, and interest in only growing in the industry. Thanks to social media and streaming services, the popular medium has found a massive audience around the globe. The anime's diversity means that it shows out there for the consumer of all ages. In 2022, the global anime market was valued more than $28 billion in US dollars and is expected to grow nearly 10% of the annual 2030. The forecast revenue of $60 billion by 2030, and more companies will invest in anime. and the PFI, the latest increase to bid on one of the anime's top distributors. Of course, it continues success of the anime industry growth, citing several factors. Current report indicating the greatest revenue stream of anime through the merchandising, but streaming licenses are becoming more and more important. If you look back a decade ago, it was not easy to watch anime online. It was easy as if today, when we have a service like Netflix, thanks to Crunchyroll, stands as an industry leader of the anime streaming. And as it has become easy to watch free anime online, manga industry has followed. The service like Manga Plus and Shonen Jump app have made Shinseichi comics more accessible than ever, such as the number of series dominated by book scan list each month domestically. So long as the anime and manga industry adopted the tech earlier, the consumers' bases on the consumers grow. How do you feel about the anime industry? Blah blah blah. Okay, there you go. That's pretty much what's going on. So the Saudis invested in Nintendo and anime. That's what's going on.
No. All things considered, call this a win. Unfortunately, not on the Nintendo part, because I would rather buy Nintendo and wipe it off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
If I had that money.
So that's what's going on.
Hey, speaking of, dude, Google this real quick, but there was an article of someone saying that, yeah, it was on CBR.
Yeah.
Regarding how slice of life anime. It was like a horrible take on slice of life anime.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the? I think I know what you're talking about. It's the one about Orihime, right? Or my sister. My brother met my sister.
No. No, not the Oreimo one. It was on a late. I think it was on today's rap video.
Yeah, because he was talking about slice of life. It was a Reb Desu video.
It was basically about how slice of life was the laziest anime segment, and also this dude either likes the gory shit or he really has a smooth brain.
Okay. Let me look it up. All right, hold on. Let me look it up for a moment. All right. It looks like. Let me look it up. Let me see. Slice of life animes. If there's anything on the news. I don't see anything other than the fact that there's a list. But I haven't seen any articles about this yet. There's some slice of life animes that do work. Like, for example, Miss Koyabashi's Dragon Maid is considered a slice of life anime.
The first one was actually pretty good. The second one,
I know Food Wars is considered a slice of life. I know
My Family is one.
Yeah. Spy Family's kind of a slice of life. Fruit Baskets is another example. I know they kind of categorize this. They say that. Let's see, what else is there? I can't understand what my husband's saying. I know Arishiko, Arika Getsuko is another one with the fox from Netflix. That's actually a slice of life anime for some weird reason. It's a comedy, but it's a slice of life.
Yo.
There's like so many.
Found it.
What? Okay, go ahead and link it to me and I'll read that one. See what this is about.
How many?
What if there's an archive version? Let me check real quick.
Idol company. Okay, listen. There's no anything.
Oh, it did. All right. Here's the archive because no, fuck you. I am not giving these motherfuckers clicks. And that would be here. So it says here. Slice of life anime has become formulaic and complacent, just like isekai. However, it's not too late for other genres to revitalize the SOA concept by Louis Camna 2 days ago. The slice of life subgenre of fiction is abstract and broad, which is both an advantage and a problem, as Japanese anime shows. On the plus side, the definition of fiction and about characters of their ordinary lives leaves ample room for all kinds of storylines among habitual literary genres. But on the other hand, they also tend some creators to be complacent and use formulaic writing. A variety of slice of life anime has both old and new stand out as beloved series with far more compelling characters and dissectingly deep themes. But the exception, far more slice of life anime are open-ended, generic, and shallow. And they seem to take the viewers as for granted. This may lead to some anime fans with the slice of life to be a boring and weak-ass genre. But the strongest slice of life series has Delicious in Life. And let's see, so on. Let's see, it's TLDR, but but yeah, you can go fuck yourself, honestly. The whole link is in the whole link happens to be
right here.
Yes.
It's free real estate.
The problem often applies to the entire slice of life as a series at a time. With too many of them being ultra relatable in a modern Japanese setting, we have some students going to ordinary schools, doing predictable things like attending summer festivals or visiting the mall. On their own, their ideas are not fresh or interesting, and many series seem to do them out of sheer obligation. It all seems obligatory and bare bones, and by now it's been done enough for every anime fan to take notice. Slice of life is too used to generic relatable nature. And it's become highly saturated like isekai because it's easy to take up and draw. Oh, here's the thing. I legit. Strangely enough, I actually would like to just do it on this very opinion because there's so many isekai out there that it's absolutely mind-numbing.
Yeah, it's very much oversaturated market right now because that's the new genre of storytelling that people are into these days in Japan. And I don't really have a problem with it. I think it's okay. It's an okay setting. but it gets to the point where if it gets too oversaturated, they're gonna probably come up with stupid ideas that get to the point where they're running out of ideas. Like, I remembered someone was trying to do a parody of trying to do an isekai parody, and they got canceled because of it, and they had to cancel the manga because of this whole situation, because they didn't like they didn't like what was in it. But I understand that there's a new isekai coming out, and it involves a vending machine.
Yeah, this is straight up peak.
Yeah.
Peak isekai, because I mean, a fucking vending machine.
Yeah.
You reconnect the vending machine, and you're pretty much. How does that work?
Yeah. Like, I can imagine them just write a story about an isekai about I died and was reborn as a sandwich.
That sounds like a parody.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're doing these days. They're basically making.
No.
Yeah.
You want to see? There is one I do want to take a look. Besides the vending machine, okay?
Yeah.
I died and have reincarnated as a sex toy. Well, that's more of a checkbox than anything else.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Like I was there was like one I saw that anime that everyone's been talking about the guy who I died and became what's her name's dog.
Oh, Inukai-san.
Yeah, Inukai-san, and it was like, but like many isekais, it's like, okay, the Boy and the Beast was an isekai, Overlord was a isekai, Konosuba was an isekai, Vision of Escaflowne was considered one of the few best isekais ever. Even though it involved giant mecha, Fushiyugi is considered one of the best isekais. I actually watched that series because that was like one of the isekais that actually had a female lead, which a lot of anime feminists would argue there is none. But Fushiyugi happened to be a really good series that involved Chinese mythology. But I don't really consider isekai bad. It's just I understand that this is the type of storytelling that they want to get into, because according to the translation of it, the isekai is kind of like, it's a genre of speculative fiction, a different world that like
isekai,
for example,
isekai has been a thing since the olden Japanese days.
Yeah, since the 90s.
No. Think a lot older.
Probably the 1700s, probably the ancient times of feudal Japan.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, and to my understanding, this is nothing new. This has been around for a long time. I just wish mecha anime came back, at least science fiction. But unfortunately, not everyone's into science fiction. Everyone's into different things, like romance stories. They're into slice of life stories. They're into that stuff. But me, it's sci-fi and mega robots. But there was one isekai that I thought was funny, but it was a sci-fi fantasy story. Basically, it's about a kid who died and was reborn as a AI in a battleship, a space battleship. And it was considered an isekai, and I believe they did try to promote it was like a one-shot manga, and then it became a short OVA series that they did. For example, go ahead and talk about any isekai, for example, that you thought was pretty good.
I actually hated this one before, but after watching the first season, it's actually not bad. But ReZero. ReZero is the definition of an isekai.
Yeah, basically he keeps dying and then comes back.
But that is one hell of a pathetic existence. But not to mention the guy does it because he's a simp. I mean, I haven't watched the second season much outside maybe the Witch's Tea Party.
Fair enough.
For the longest time, I've been trying to avoid the ReZero, and that was until I watched it a couple of years ago.
Fair enough.
The same could be said about here's the problem. Some isekais actually go to hell after the second season. Like, for example, Tensura, which is also known as That Time I Reincarnated into a Slime.
Yeah.
Dude got a massive power creep by the second season, and they pretty much dressed up the main character as, well, I don't have any consequences, so I'm just going to genocide a fucking village.
There's even one anime that I watched. It was an isekai that basically was a harem.
I'm guessing. Well, it's not Redo of Healer because that's not an isekai. That's more of a shitpost of an anime.
Yeah, it was. It was a shitpost, but it wasn't really an isekai. It was fantasy, but it was dark fantasy. I would consider it dark fantasy / porno, erotic dark fantasy.
More more. What the hell is that thing? It really makes you think.
Yeah.
It really makes you think because you have all these. What I got from that take regarding slice of life is that the guy is clearly a miserable piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's basically, for the most part, slice of life is basically cute girls doing cute things or cute girls doing boring things, and that is something that a lot of people tend to. Well, a lot of people tend to actually. Dude, you know what's insane?
Yeah.
Example, Bocce the Rock it's a slice of life, and guess what happened? It actually. It beats some of the more quote unquote popular anime. Like
which was Chainsaw Man in Blu-ray sales, which was no surprise there because after hearing about that, I was like, yeah, I can see why, because it was actually a pretty good anime. And after watching after watching all the episodes, it was okay. It was actually pretty good because I could understand. You can relate to the character. The fact that she was a shut-in that basically was afraid to talk to people, and it took her a while to learn to talk to people. And she actually learned how to play music with her band. Like, she basically taught herself how to play the music, and she loved the music, and she wanted to play more music.
But this show is basically K-On! For Zoomers.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is,
I never watched K-On! Either, so...
I watched K-On! Before, but they basically focused on talking. It was a club. They were basically talking about food. And they were making songs about food.
It was from, what was it called? Hokkaido Tea Time Club.
Yeah, that's all they ever did in that show is basically talk about. But they also cared about each other. Like they were basically like they were basically a club that basically cared about each other that much that they were always around each other. And that's what K-On! Was. You know, I'm just like watching this show because I watched a few episodes of it. And I thought it was an okay anime. It's basically...
So it's overrated.
Yeah, it was overrated, which I'll admit to that, because it wasn't bad, per se. I think it was a good series. I think most people... But it just was overrated to the point where it's a slice of life anime that basically... all their songs were all about food.
And there were bangers too.
Yeah. And and I'm surprised that thing went on was dubbed and was put on the the Disney network. No joke, it was on the Disney network.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Bullshit. Why? On Disney. Was it Disney in Japan or Disney of America?
You can look it up. K-On! Was on the Disney on the kids Disney network. I forgot which one.
It was on Disney Channel.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this. How the hell?
Yeah, even they were.
It was edited according to Reddit.
Yeah.
K-On! Was on Disney Channel, but heavily edited.
Yeah, it was heavily edited because there were some jokes that weren't really popular.
So it's more like one of those things you find in an iceberg regarding K-On!
Yeah, because there were certain things that they had to edit out.
It's on. Oh, it was on this.
Yeah, it was on Disney
Okay,
Channel.
it was on Disney Channel Japan.
Yep. Disney Channel Japan.
Bruh. The more you look at it, the more you think this was a goddamn shitpost.
Yep.
There's no way this is real. But hi, I'm Yui Hirasawa, and welcome to Disney Channel Japan.
Yep.
You, like that.
It was on
Like that in a
Disney.
what?
And I was right. It was on Disney Channel. And it was a very popular... It wasn't like a bad series. I just found out K-On! Plays on the Disney Channel. Yeah, and it was sort of funny, too, because people were kind of surprised by that show being on the Disney Channel. But it was basically in Disney Channel Japan. And I know that Disney is right now is putting it on... I'm assuming they're going to put it on Disney Plus in Japan. Because God knows they would probably pay for that. But it was kind of funny, though. It was sort of a disturbing situation with them. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the news here, because there is some other news that came up recently. Let me look up the list here, because I remember looking it up. Let's see. VTubers are getting killed by this. Oh, so they actually have a. So they actually are releasing the Mobile Suit Gundam Witch from Mercury Season 2 trailer. It just released it 2 hours ago. Okay, so the list that I created.
So that warranted a second season somehow.
Yeah, it warranted a second season because it's Gundam. What else is new? And plus, the toy sales were pretty decent for them, so that's why they're releasing another season.
I'm not even sure. Then again, I haven't seen it because
I've seen it. It's not like it's not perfect, because I understand people were kind of upset about the ending. Yeah, which was basically Susan kind of tried to save her, and everyone was upset. Oh my god, she shot and killed somebody. I'm just like,
to every single Gundam ever made.
Yeah, and it's like, it's a dark story. Of course something's gonna happen. It's Gundam. What do you expect? And then I find out my favorite anime, Uncle from Another World, will get its final episode finally.
Yeah, I did read about that one through my feed.
Yeah, because I was kind of glad, because I wanted it, because it took them a long time to finish that anime. It was supposed to be on TV to be uploaded, but suddenly they decided, well, we're gonna have to end it, because it was due to the studio's issue with themselves shooting themselves in the foot, because it turns out one of the animators that contracted the whole thing kind of spilled the beans on it, that they didn't have that many people on staff to work on the anime.
I'm not even surprised, considering all the things that are going on.
Yeah.
So basically, 2 seasons and it's done regarding Isekai Oji-san.
Isekai Oji-san, yeah. And that was actually one of the few isekais I liked. I wonder if they'll ever consider making a movie, because it's based on a manga that's only online, but they're considering because it was basically a love letter to Sega fans.
Yeah, considering that the main character is a hardcore Sega fanboy.
Yeah, he was a hardcore Sega fanboy until he found out that Sega lost the console.
I mean, let's be real here. Sega does when Nintendo don't.
Yeah.
And I do mean it.
Yeah, and sadly, Sega kind of had to lose.
Not only that, they also dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah. And sadly, they are suffering, because they were spending too much money on what they felt was going to make them money, but in the end, it screwed them over.
Yeah, mostly terrible Sonic games for the most part.
Yeah, that, and also the fact that they were depending on the arcade market, which that was mostly what they were depending on to make money. And sadly, when the pandemic happened, they had to sell off all their assets of that to a third party. And sadly, I feel bad for Sega because right now they're going to be a third party developer company only, and that's what I'm worried about because of the fact that I wish they would go back to actually selling consoles because they could actually make a little bit of money putting out a Sega, I don't know, one of those little Sega Saturn minis, which I heard about online. There's rumors going around about that is drumming up some interest from fans. There's also the fact that people really want to play Sega Saturn games. But the problem is Sega isn't really interested in bringing back the console wars again because they feel like due to the fact that there's rumors around that Bill Gates gave them billions of dollars to stay out of it. But
I mean, considering that considering how well, so I'm guessing they still have a bit of a thing regarding Bayonetta being originally it was going to be an Xbox exclusive and all, and no wait, I won't say Microsoft per se, but also Nintendo because they're doing a lot of shit with Nintendo.
Yeah, and that's what bothers me the most about this whole situation is that Sega hasn't really, made much impact except for Sonic. That's the only thing that's selling for them, but they're trying newer IPs. They try to attempt new IPs. And some of them were successful, some of them failed. Like most people wish they brought back Eternal Champions, which happened to be their one of the biggest fighting game things. They could have just put that into esports stuff and see if people would be into that, and they would probably make money off of it. But no. They don't want to do that. They could have easily made money off of that. Off of making a fighting game that they know that could make them money, but they choose not to get into that.
Dude, remember what happened the last time they tried to make a fighting game? And well, Virtual Fighter 3 wasn't exactly.
Yeah, it wasn't the best game ever. But they had another fighting game that was popular than Virtual Fighter, which is Eternal Champions.
And it was also Fighting Vipers, which was
Fighting Vipers, and Last Bronx was another one that they did.
I mean, fuck, we're gonna have to add Streets of Rage into this.
Yeah, Streets of Rage was a beat 'em up.
Yeah. The recent ones, but now that I think about it, the chances of them bringing something like a new Hang-On or or any other racing game out here for the arcades is very much minimal.
Yeah.
In the case of Outrun, they have to pay Ferrari, and they are notoriously litigious when it comes to their brand.
Yeah, because right now they are pissed off with a lot of people ruining their brand.
In the case of, but yeah, Sega is that one brand that tries to adapt. Not to. The thing is, it sucks. It sucks. If you're a Sega fan, it sucks because nowadays the way they're doing their blue mascot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's a lot of games that they could make money off of. That they could have made a lot of money.
I'm not saying Sonic sucks. No. No, as a matter of fact, the recent Sonic games, have gotten a lot of praise.
Yep.
And it was even nominated for gaming awards. Not that that shit matters. Gaming awards are rigged.
Yeah. Knowing that the Gaming Awards actually was rigged, they actually were trying to make that into a thing. And the thing that I'm kind of bothered by is that Sega hasn't really tried, because I know that they were risking a lot of money for this. Like they have like Sonic, Sonic and Sega All Star Racing. They've been trying to do that because that's what's popular. They tried Crazy Taxi. They tried
Crazy Taxi, Outrun, Golden, Altered Beast.
Yeah. And
Hell, I was playing.
There's even virtual racing, like even Sega Rally Championships in Daytona. Like, why can't Sega ever just even Virtual Cop happened to be their best arcade game ever, but they haven't decided what to do with their IPs for a long time.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Jack.
So, yeah, it's all about profit, and Sega really needs some money, albeit they are pretty lazy. They're also pretty fucking lazy. Like not Nintendo levels.
They tried several IPs. As much as I hate to say it, Sega is slowly losing, the gaming market. Instead of sticking by the hardware market, they decided to stick with the software market, because right now they're not making a lot of profit from the hardware market like they used to.
But here's the thing: making a console actually involves a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah.
Which is something that Sega clearly knows, but it's also very fucking difficult considering what they had to go against Nintendo and Sony, and so. But here's the thing. You know what actually makes what's actually making them a lot of money as well? What? The Yakuza games.
Yeah, the Yakuza games, but sadly Nintendo does not want to put that on their system for some weird reason.
They are quote unquote family friendly, and they don't really see that as it's ironic. It's ironic because these fuckers have Bayonetta, like the first 3 Bayonetta games, in the fucking Switch.
Yeah.
In the Wii.
Yeah.
What's their fucking excuse?
Yeah, I don't get it. Why? I'm gonna bring up another story that's brought to my attention. You know the company called Tokyo Pop?
So let me guess. They're coming back.
No. They're gonna step out from America. They're gonna be focusing on the European market from now on.
Why the European market? I thought these fuckers were dead.
Yeah, they are, but they decided to. Because according to Tokyo Market Association, Kay Winters confirms the interview that IC2 Tuesday founder CEO is stepping back from the company's operations in the United States. Winters told the IC2, Stu has been a major part of Tokyo Pop for so long, But with his own family now, he moved to Germany when he stepped it back eventually. Mark's been a natural fit with our team, and we're excited to move forward with him at the helm. So they're basically the CEO, Stu Levy. For those who don't know, he's the founder of Tokyo Pop, which he was also the editor. I think he was like the CEO and editor of the Maxine magazine, which is basically an anime. But for everyone who doesn't know, this guy had done a reality show. He did a lot of stuff for the company. Like this guy's really like a publisher slash he's a publisher. But to my understanding, he has worked on a lot of projects in the past. Like Pray for Japan was another one that he did in 2012.
So this was the guy responsible.
Yeah. And he also did that one. He also was responsible for The Spring and Chaos back in 1996. He also helped he also did the movie Priest. He also published Priest, which was a manga, I believe it was.
Korean graphic novel, manhwa.
Yeah, I believe that's what it was. Which actually was a pretty good story. But sadly, that movie didn't do so well. He also helped do Reign the Conqueror, which I remembered that one was like a Peter Chung animation.
Let's see.
It was basically a Peter Chung animated series. I know Peter Chung was the one that helped animate that one.
I also don't know who Peter Chung is.
Peter Chung is the guy that did Aeon Flux.
Oh, so that's good. Aeon Flux, huh?
Yeah, Aeon Flux, and also he also helped animate another show on Nickelodeon, which was the Rugrats.
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
This guy worked on Rugrats.
Yep.
Oh, he co-designed the characters for that series.
Yep.
Fucking hell.
He actually did a lot of other stuff. Like he also helped do the Transformers when he was as a teenager.
That's crazy. That is fucking crazy. I didn't know that because I used to watch that show when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so it is that he used to work. He used to work for Classic Supo, who were the guys who were animating Rugrats. Peter Chung.
Yeah, out of all respect, Peter Chung is a really good animator for his time. And it's like a lot of people want to work for him. And I know he has a studio in Korea right now, currently working on some other projects. He did a 3-part episode for Game Tap's revision of Tomb Raider, which was like a short thing. But I know Peter Chung also did some commercials. He did a lot of things. Like I was surprised that he did this. He was a storyboard artist for Transformers in 1984. He was like the storyboard artist for Transformers the movie. He did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as the art director and opening the title design. He did Cops. He did Ring Raiders. He did Rugrats. He did Phantom 2040.
Alexander Senki, also known as Reign the Conqueror.
Yeah, Reign the Conqueror.
The Animatrix, of course.
Yeah, Chronicles of Riddick, Dark Fury. The Origin of Tomb Raider, which I did see. It's like a web series. He did a 3D animation. He decided not to do animation anymore. He wanted to go into 3D. He's doing Fire Breather, which was shown on Cartoon Network. Diablo 3: The Wrath, which is a 2020 film director. And he did Victor and Valentino in 1999 as the main title animation.
So this was a one shot. Oh, it's a film.
Yeah. This guy has been.
How come I never heard this movie before? Oh, it came out in 2010.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped watching Cartoon Network around 2009.
Same here. Around that time, actually, around the time when Cartoon Network started
Live action shit.
live action shows on their block, and also some other stuff. Also, they kept showing the same
Same episodes of Teen Titans Go in
they were constantly
Universe.
marathoning. They were constantly marathoning those shows, and I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to watch this stuff anymore. It's so annoying.
So fucking patronizing more than anything else. Teen Titans Go is such a patronizing series.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we have that. I'm surprised it has to be the total war crime.
Yep.
Honestly, the same goes for. Well, the same goes for.
I'm surprised he's still. I don't know if he wants to keep producing shows, because I know that I heard he was. So Peter Chung was born in 1970 in Seoul, Korea. He was a writer known for Eon Flux 1901 and Animatrix, and Eon Flux 2005, which wasn't a good movie. And it's like he's well known. He's well known for his animation. He even animated the first episode of Black Dynamite as the character designer.
Oh damn!
Yeah, that's funny. Dynamite.
Oh, I didn't know this motherfucker worked on. You know what? I didn't know this motherfucker worked on Black Dynamite. Holy shit!
Yeah. And why Teen Titans Go is being aired is that TV is dying. Yeah, TV is sort of dying, but people still watch TV. Old people these days, like my mom and dad. My dad mostly watches. Let's put it this way. He watches what was that one TV network?
Boomerang.
Not Boomerang. No, it's a most people are watching these days. Old people are watching what was that one network called? The Hallmark Channel. No joke. People are watching the Hallmark Channel.
God.
The Hallmark Channel is like the only thing that old people are watching these days, and it's like that's how bad it is.
Nintendo probably can't run Yakuza on the Switch. Dude, you know what's hilarious? I remember something about how the Nintendo Switch is actually the processors and everything are way below what was expected from other consoles in comparison. Like the Switch has a big disadvantage power-wise. You know it's bad when it can't run a fucking Unity game.
on the newest hardware that's available to them.
Here's the thing. My mom watches a lot of Latino cinema, Latino movies, or Asian soap operas on TV, or she watches the news like your typical boomer or game shows. That's it. My stepdad, he watches skit shows from the Dominican Republic. Me, I don't watch shit. I really don't watch shit. I don't. If I want to watch anime, I'll pop in 9 anime or something. Well, not really.
You never watched? You never watch like those the car shows on like the Grant.
They're so fucking corny, man. Oh, you mean shit like Gas Monkey Garage? Those shows are corny as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and you got this fucking hyper boomer going around. All these people do. There's not much variety. Not much variety at all. It's nothing but American cars, old muscle cars. Like, damn, I love my muscle cars too, but motherfucker, I would rather watch either the Grand Tour, or fucking Wheeler Dealers than this shit. This guy, the guy who also runs the show, Richard Lawrence, he's an asshole. Typical Texan jackass.
There is a like. Have you seen Street Outlaws?
Don't care about that one.
It's actually a pretty good show. It's basically just guys like that drag race.
Here's the thing. This cover is fucking retarded as well when it comes to these shows.
Yeah, but my dad likes to watch it because he's into drag racing.
Like any other Puerto Rican ever.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
But yeah, but there are Puerto Ricans that do drag race in Puerto Rico. I know that.
I went to a couple of at least a couple of drag strips before, so I can confirm, dude. The thing with those shows is it's always the same old burnt out shit. You restore an old car, or you modify it, you make some money, rinse and repeat. Just want to sell a car? No, fuck that. We're gonna be modifying some tired old muscle car trope from like the 1960s for our boomer audience.
Unless you want to watch The Fastest Car.
I think I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen. That's the one from Qatar, right? Yeah. I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I've seen that one on Netflix. It actually, I'll be honest with you when I say the hype man or the announcer, dude is corny as hell, but he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
I saw that, especially when it comes.
And I think it's like a Netflix show where they.
It is a Netflix show. They go around Yas Marina and do all these challenges.
Yeah.
Monster Garage. Monster Garage was actually pretty fucking good. Yeah. I love that one. Hit My Ride. Back in my high school years, when that shit was popular, though.
Yeah, I remember West Coast Customs.
Yeah, this was back when Exhibit was actually. Yeah, I actually used to watch Pimp My Ride, both when they used to be on West Coast Customs, and after that when they went to Galpin Autos. And that was like the final season. Yeah, they switched. From what I recall, they switched because here's what happened: the guys at West Coast Customs were into some shady shit.
Nope.
And not just shady shit, but the guys themselves. Yeah, half the shit was scripted. The parts themselves were illegal. They actually had to take them out before. Right, here's a red pill regarding Pit My Ride.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the cars either got sold or crushed. The other half, a lot of parts were actually taken out after they recorded the episodes.
I remember
Because-
the one with the car that was melted together with another car. They basically had to replace the frame for that car.
Not that. They ended up having. They actually had to buy him another car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one with the Ford Escorts. I remember, and they ended up buying a Scion XB for the guy. And well, if you weren't, they had to rehearse if they were hype enough to see the project, because they had to be like they had to actually amp up how happy you were.
Yeah.
And there was also the fact that half the people were illegal aliens, and they had a bunch of pieces from the what are they called? La Amiga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was. It was a channel on YouTube called No Crust that actually broke down all these shows like Phantomworks. I'm guessing your dad used to watch Phantomworks as well.
I think he did.
I actually met the guy who runs the shop twice.
Twice.
Yeah, I actually met Daniel Storm twice. He's actually a cool dude. He's actually a pretty cool dude in person. Like, felt a lot, and I actually got to hang out with him a little bit on the in one of the car shows that he went to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was very approachable.
That's cool.
Yeah. Also, he really helps that he's also an Air Force parent. Yeah. So when you see all the stuff he does about for the U.S. Air Force, that's because he used to be one.
He used to be one.
Yeah, he used to be a fighter pilot. And here's the thing. I actually liked Monster Crush unironically because they actually Justin Jennings really went above and beyond regarding making an average car interesting.
Yeah.
Like for example,
but I'm assuming they still rerun Knight Rider in Puerto Rico. Are they still rerunning it?
No, bro.
No, bro, not anymore.
No, I don't. They don't. As a matter of fact, Mundos is kind of nothing but Mexican soap operas now. Señor de los Cielos, or that kind of shit.
Fair enough, man.
It's sad. The only channel where you can even watch Knight Rider nowadays is this.
Mm.
Yeah, that's and they also have In the Heat of the Night. They also have these old movies from the 1970s to 80s, early 90s.
Kung Fu movies.
Yeah, like they also have a bunch of old. That channel has a lot of old cowboy movies as well, cowboy series as well. Like also.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look around for some more news here. Let's see.
Latest boy was so I was asking this boy HBO Max. No, I think about it. Netflix also doesn't have that many Spanish options.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can't really access most of their stuff without a VPN anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Oh no, it wasn't Wait, it's not a Cobra. I think the one you're talking about is Viper. That's the one where they were using a Dodge Viper, and then you transform into this armored vehicle, or basically the Knight Rider reboot that used the Shelby GT3 500, which unfortunately sucked dick.
Mm-hmm.
The car was nice, yeah, but that didn't help the show at all. It sucked dick in comparison to the original Knight Rider.
Yeah. It's a Trans Am.
Not just that, but the thing is, Knight Rider has that essence.
Yeah.
I think it was the man's. It was the guy's career. The guy wanted to stop crime, but it was very charismatic. In the case of Michael Knight, or David Hasselhoff is basically. Just be honest here. You want to fuck with the Hoff? Well, can't. The guy, I don't know what it's with David Hasselhoff, but he's can't really hate that guy for anything.
Yeah, I can't really hate him either. Even with the whole hamburger situation.
That's gay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's kind of like I never really hated Hasselhoff because I don't know what's going on, but it's like every time they bring up a controversy around him, it's like, dude, he's old. He was drinking, he was eating, and he was drunk and eating a burger. What is the problem with that?
He was also high.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I feel sorry for the guy.
Oh, that's in the past because I know the man's doing pretty well in America's Got Talent.
Oh yeah, I'm glad he's doing okay. Especially that music video of him with that with Kung Fury. That was hilarious.
Well, dude, that's almost like a banger, bro.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know. Like he actually does sing, and he goes to Germany to tour and sing over there because he's very popular there.
I really don't know. I never understood that. How the hell did the Hoff get that popular, in fact, in Germany?
Because he speaks the language. David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff is... Well, he is German. Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah.
I'm German American, but I mean...
He's very versed in his
He even has a fucking suicide door. What the hell? Alright. Looking for freedom. Triple platinum in Europe.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
I gotta feel.
Yeah. So according to his family was Roman Catholic with German and English and Irish descent.
I mean, not the only Catholic German I know besides Pope Benedict XVI.
Yeah.
Okay, so he actually appeared on Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, okay, he was on Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Major role in the third one. I never seen the third one though.
And surprisingly, he's like 70 years old. But it's funny how he
actually had a fucking reality show called The Hasselhoffs.
Yeah, on AMC, and that was, I think it was canceled.
It was A&E.
Mm-hmm. It was canceled. Hoff on the record. No games for the Hoff bot. Motivational speaking.
Yeah, but a lot of people tend to focus on the alcohol incident
Yeah.
in 2007. Like Christ Almighty, that
So
was like
David Hasselhoff
20
made
years
his
ago.
musical debut on the Mary Griffin Show, performing Nadia's theme song from America's television soap opera The Young and the Restless. The show, which Hasselhoff was starring in at the time, 10 years later, his version of the song was included in his second album, Loving Feeling, 1987.
I I so I have just realized why. So this is why the man actually became so successful in Europe because of his performance in the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
When the guy went to the Berlin Wall and started singing, the performance had an effect on German pop culture. We have how commented the summer game anthem
Yeah.
for the East of East Germany.
Yeah, the funny thing was, that song "True Survivor" accompanied the music, which featured the real track from a Swedish short film, Kung Fury, which actually was like it wasn't a bad film. I wish they would have made a sequel.
Dude. Oh god, dude, that movie was the shit.
Yeah, it was the shit. It was like the best. It was like the best comedy ever watched.
Yeah, it was composed by Mitch Murder as well. We're going with the song, so that's why it was.
Yeah.
So good. Now that I think about it, I do remember there was supposed to be a sequel in the works, but I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Kung Fury 2. It says here that it was going to be released on 2022, but it was delayed in film.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll ever make another sequel, and that's the thing that bothers me about this. Will they make another sequel?
So it says here that in September 2020, post-production was halted over a loss of investors.
So I can see the sequel. Okay, in May 19, 2016, the announcement of the Laser Unicorns Facebook page that Kung Fury 2, the movie, is in development. Sandberg worked on with producers.
Hold on. Do you know who was actually signed to be in the second Kung Fury movie?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Yeah. The President of the United States of America. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Alongside Hasselhoff in the upcoming film. On May 2019, announced that Sintra Sun Entertainment purchased the majority stake in the film's rights to co-produce the Argent Pictures filming. Okay, so it's going to be commenced in July 2019 in Bulgaria and Germany. On September 19th, Schwarzenegger confirmed the film title as Kung Fury 2, but he would betray the President of the United States. Yeah, you're right. The official Laser Unicorns Instagram confirms that Kung Fury 2 is wrapped up filming, but the film is intended to release in 2022, but was delayed indefinitely. That's sad. And I'm still waiting for my Blu-ray of Ninja Commando 2.
The Ninja.
Yeah.
What the hell is this shit? Oh.
Yeah, so Commando Ninja. They actually put it on YouTube. You can check it out. It's a cheesy ass action film.
It's a parody.
Yeah.
In Friends. Eric Alessi as John Hunter, an American Green Beret, 50% Commando with 50%.
Yeah, it was basically a parody of Commando.
Roy Hopkins, a racist and anti-Semite Air Force colonel from Texas who was hibernated in firearm and used his original one to ninjas in the Vietnam War.
Yep.
Stefan Athencios, Oscar Kowalski, a Polish American member of John's former platoon who is converted into a cyborg.
Yep.
Tyra Han Bonafat as Jin Sensei, a Viet Cong colonel and into the protection of becomes John's mentor. Wait a minute. As far as I'm concerned, I had to be that. I had to be that guy, but Vietnam doesn't have ninjas.
I know they don't.
No. You know what they have?
What?
Rice farmers.
Yeah.
With AKs. Hiding behind the fucking bushes.
Yeah.
Ready to pounce.
Yeah, but it's kind of an 80s movie that's just making fun of things. Like, it's just making fun of...
I know, but had some Indian dude in it. I forgot the name already. Slug harder to. Oh, it's an Indian series. What the hell? Regarding the Cobra card thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to take a look later.
I'm still waiting for my fucking goddamn Dirty Pair Blu-ray of the series.
Hold on. So you ordered the Dirty Pair DVD and it still hasn't arrived yet. What the hell did you get it from?
I bought the Dirty Pair Blu-ray series on Kickstarter because they were offering that. Apparently,
that's your first mistake.
Yeah.
Buy shit off fucking Kickstarter.
I know, but Nozomi Entertainment got bought out by another company, and they said they will fulfill the promise as promised.
Bitch, please.
Yeah, which I can wait. I'm not that ruthless on giving my money to something like this.
Like, thing is, it actually reminds me of what happened with Drift Stage.
Yeah.
I can't forgive those motherfuckers for what they did to the game developer.
What do they did?
Dude, regarding Drift Stage, they were basically fucking each other. They were fucking each other over.
Oh.
The game released, but it's buggy as hell. Yeah, the only guy who was the programmer. Yeah, apparently, the only guy who has the game is the designer of the game.
That sucks.
Yeah, like the guy released the code as well, so you can pretty much fuck around with it
and play with it as you want.
Yeah, if you want to program it and do some shit, so you can. It became open. It became the guy released the code and everything. It's quite sad, really, because even the guy who did the soundtrack it wants to distance himself from that shit.
Oh, from the drama that happened with that game?
Yes. Genshin too, because my room is legitimately a good musician.
Let's see. Visual novels. And there's a lot of stuff that's been going on. Like, I can only tell you one thing. Like, there's even people that got harassed. I know that there was one Indonesian VTuber that attempted the Harry Potter string. Apparently, it turns out all the Indonesians who supported this girl went on Twitter to comb out who said something about her. And oh boy, these people fucked around and found out.
There, yeah. What do you think, Silvervale?
I think
Call these people. Those people. Those aunties. They call them. Silvervale called them fucking Twitter freaks.
yeah. She
Yes,
called
they
them
are.
Twitter freaks because they're always on Twitter.
Terminally online, and yet these are the same people who start saying that people who play video games should touch grass. Well, guess what, motherfuckers? How about you touch some fucking grass for once?
Yeah. Yeah, because there's been some talk about this, and it's like there's no way they're gonna fix that problem, aren't they? Especially the whole situation with what I remember. Someone posted something on Reddit about this, and it's like there are people out there that even I'm surprised that said some things, and this was posted on Reddit. Like some people were pointing out, oh, she's not on our side. I'm like, dude, we just don't care. We sympathize what happened to her. We sympathize on the fact that people were harassing her, and people should be calling it out because this is wrong. All because they got upset over the fact that there were millions of people that bought this game, played it, and you got upset about the fact that this was giving money to a certain person that you don't like based on the fact that, oh, it's transphobia. And it's like, no one cares. They don't care about transphobia. All they care about is having fun. They don't want to get involved in your little thing because it just doesn't. Yeah. It's just basically you're just controlling people. That's how people feel about this whole issue. I personally will say this because this is kind of the problem with a lot of people that don't understand the situation. The fact that you went out of your way to cancel people is what upset them. You went out of your way to continuously to basically cancel people over a stupid video game. And the fact that people don't want to get involved in this little protest that you guys were trying to do, especially you went after people over petty issues, and it got to that point where people had enough.
This should remind me of that. This should remind me of that one Ukrainian YouTuber who wanted people to ban Atomic Heart because the developers were Russian.
Yeah,
and he got he pretty much got ratioed into oblivion for it. And ironically, the game itself was actually I haven't played it, but I heard it's kind of so.
It's not the best or perfect game from what I heard from people, and I understand why. It's not perfect, it's not the best, but the thing is, they were being honest about it because there were a lot of things in the game that, it wasn't perfect because, of course, this is Focus Entertainment. They're known for mediocre games. They meant to publish mediocre games that are possibly have potential to be a good game. And the fact is, this was a first-time company that basically came out with a game. But the weird part about it is that Atomic Heart was a first-time developer, and already they were putting out like this DLC stuff, this extra stuff in the game, and it's like, shit.
Mudfish basically was selling the game with extra content regarding the price tier.
Yeah, like $100 for something like a statue or something like that.
I will say, and let's be real here, a lot of people got the game because it was both entertaining, because of the controversy, and the fact that they were down bad for the androids.
Yeah, they like those androids, and already girls are cosplaying the characters of it. I seen some of it on Instagram.
I'll be honest with you. When I say that shit worked.
Yeah, I could show everybody like it's no big deal. Like I know Atomic Heart has like the cosplayers involved in this, and it's like, and I don't think any of them are bad people. I understand they just enjoy it. Let me see if I can look up something here.
I did hear that I did hear that the U.S. government is working on a total ban on TikTok.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think about it. It makes me think. Do you really think a total ban is going to be effective? Because India did it, and the thing is,
It's because there was one video that came out that basically escalated pretty badly, and a lot of people didn't like it. They felt it was really a bad idea. Because TikTok is widely used, and they feel there was a situation to where they feel like they were being spied upon.
fair, they are not wrong because the Chinese government has what is called a blend of public and military, like civil military joint strategy. So apparently, anything that is for the civilians is automatically, basically. Say you play Roblox, for example.
Yeah.
Oh, what if there you see some propaganda, like praising Xi Jinping, for example?
Yeah.
This could also affect Chinese games, Chinese media, Chinese apps that clearly did not want anything to do with the government. But just the thing, they're also going after e-commerce brands like Temu. Because of this very reason.
Yeah, I'm showing people the cosplay outfits that people are doing. You can see right here that this is another example.
And down bad. This is really somebody's fetish.
Yep.
Oh. Then again, I'm all for it, honestly.
No, like a lot of there's not a lot of them that are doing this. It's just a few people. I understand that they were they literally were trying to do this with makeup and everything, and you can tell that one of them is actually pretty good with what they were doing. Let's see what else. Yeah, that.
Shit, that's Uncanny Valley right here.
Yep. Let's see.
Well, dude, if an ass like that will make me want to turn communist, will sign me the fuck out of this.
Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah. That's pretty much what they have right now with. But I'm assuming people are going to get harassed for doing this because I know that there's like Atomic Heart. Let me look up Atomic Heart cosplay on.
Dude, get a load of this. This is from the Super Mario trailer. A friend of mine just posted this. You, you, you see that image? You see the image?
Yeah.
Doesn't resemble anything, by any chance.
Let me look. Looks like a printer with a blackjack. Oh yeah.
Look on top.
Yeah, I see it. The wheel.
Yes.
It's the wheel.
Oh no. It looks like a certain image. As in goatsy.
Yeah.
Oh, they actually sneaked that in the absolute Mad Lions. Holy shit.
Yep. And the slot machine.
Hey, so there are people talking about the Super Mario movie, but I'll be honest with you, I really don't want to get into my money.
Right now I can understand. It's like the economy went to hell and you don't have enough money to deal with a lot of the things you want to have.
No, it's more of a boycott than anything else.
I understand. That's fair. So what's going on is that alright, so the Twitter freaks harass a VTuber Fallen Shadow recently. That's her name. Or Shadow as they call her. And she basically came in forward. Missing agency says she quits. Oh yeah, the Wachter VTubers, they all decided to quit. You heard about that drama, right?
No. They're going after other VTubers again. Okay, so what happened?
So what happened was, from what I understand, for several weeks, there were several VTubers that are like from Spain that were doxxed by the company itself. It turns out Wachter is not really a VTuber agency.
Yeah, I heard Wachter. I really want to be. Yeah, I heard about this with Rap, but I forgot about it.
Yeah, so apparently a lot of VTubers have left, or possibly like several of them have left due to the fact that they are being harassed and the fact that Wachter is responsible. I have a feeling that they could get lawyers involved in this situation too, because of the fact that they were doxxed and they were putting out their names and everything.
Yeah, the VTubers who got the VTubers who graduated from that agency.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, they were the fact that it was Hero Hey that talked about this.
Yeah, they were a Spanish-speaking VTuber. They had a Spanish-speaking VTuber group, and it was successful until they decided a lot of them went missing. Like, I know that revealing that the designs even yesterday released the cover of Hoshio Marine treasure box. As it turns out, it has been confirmed that Morihina and Mecha were one of the same, and why would it be established that the successful YouTuber agency stopped all activity and seemingly go independent as well? This is morning when they received. So this is kind of the thing that happened, both in Japanese and Spanish, regarding the whole situation. They basically So, yeah, giving us the translation. All my fans who supported me day one would like to take an opportunity to inform you about the character I played, Masori Hina, on February 2029. I have terminated my membership contract with Watcher. Relationship to trust necessary of conduct of the business has been lost, and I apologize for my concern I may have caused you. From now on, I will continue working as Mika and my own pace and advance my dreams and goals, and gratefully decide to support me. Oh, and that's not all. Once again, Walker talent, Leia has been absent, and there was a lot of them that were absent. So it turns out Walker, the progress report regarding the conflicts with my former agency, Walker, LOT, English, Espanol, Thailand and Japanese. This is what's going on. So Walker is really pissing off a lot of the VTubers, and I'm going to go ahead and play from False ID because he actually points out this issue too. So I'm going to go ahead and let him play it.
Quit! As we're back to checking in on VTuber agency Wachter, who employs VTubers in numerous languages, including, very successfully, Spanish. That now bringing us over to one of their most successful VTubers, with Wachter.
Think about it.
I forgot. It turned out Shelby was into it like an actual Cobra. Had some Indian dude in it. I forgot the name though. Yeah, Wachter was kind of English and Spanish, but they became successful in the Spanish side of things. And of course, the shadiest VTuber agency, Wachter. And a lot of people were talking about Wachter because of their business practices being that they were shady. At this point, a lot of VTubers are very upset with them.
Espanol, Misora Hina, who has now been missing in action for weeks. Or has she? That as we check in on...
That's in the former graduated VTubers that they work with?
Yeah.
Really, nigga?
Yeah. That's what Wachter did, and right now, the group is upset because they were being treated badly by their own company, and they decided to leave because they were upset with how they were being treated.
On this account for the, at the time, PNG tuber, Meika, now finally revealing this design, and even yesterday releasing a cover of Hosho Marine's I'm Your Treasure Box. And as it turns out, it has now been confirmed, Misora Hina and Meika are one and the same. So why would an established and successful VTuber with an agency stop all activity and then seemingly go independent? Well, this morning, we received our answer, as Meika would issue this statement in both Japanese and Spanish, saying, I'm pleased to report the following regarding Misora Hina of the Wachter Corporation, of which I was in charge. And handedly, we also have a Meika in English account. Oh, hell yeah. Giving us this translation of, to all my fans who support me to this day, I would like to take this opportunity to inform you about the character I played, Misora Hina. As of February 9th, 2023, I have terminated my membership contract with Wachter, as the relationship of trust necessary for the proper conduct of business has been lost. I apologize for any concern I may have caused you. From now on, I will continue working as Meika at my own pace to advance my dreams and goals. I will be very grateful if you decide to support me. And oh no, that's not all. As once again, we are back with Wachter talent Shino Lila, who has been absent from Wachter for over a year now, working under the independent name of Eileen Noir, with Meika retweeting this statement from Eileen Noir, offered up in numerous languages, saying, Dear fans and persons concerned, I would like to inform you regarding the progress of the conflict between my former agency, Wachter, and I in this document. And buckle up, because this is a crash course news, as we have a summary of previous events. As of March 2nd of 2022, Wachter Company Limited, a VTuber agency that I was affiliated with, posted a document entitled Report on the Damage Claim and Lawsuit Response to a Person Behind the Character Chino Lila on several official social media accounts owned by the agency. Apart from revealing my real name and surname to the public, yes, that's right, the agency revealed the full real name of this talent. We talked about this last year, which was such an unnecessary act. The messages given on the mentioned document also contained contents that violated my privacy and severely damaged my reputation by being unilateral. Furthermore, the document also clearly mentioned that they will initiate legal action against me. Fast forward to today, February 15th of 2023. I would like to inform that I still have not received any kind of contact from my former agency or their lawyer regarding the lawsuit. Although the document posted clearly stated that legal actions were going to be taken against me, including clearly specifying details of each contract breach which they accuse that I have done. However, from my point of view, those contents are not true and severely damage my reputation. Anyhow, my lawyer and I have made several attempts to compromise with an intention to resolve the conflict, though we have still not received any contact back in any form from my former agency. Once again, I assure you that we have tried our best in trying to negotiate, but the other party still refused to do so. For this reason, I would like to inform you that the fact my former agency has claimed that they were initiating a lawsuit against me was just a legal threat. It did not appear that there was any action made according to that. So we have that wild update, and that's not all. As now we check back in on the Wachter talent, Kurari Rose, who has also been inactive since last year, and once again now fully confirmed independent as Miran Moreno, herself still finding success and confirming 85% of her audience is overseas, this talent residing in Japan. And today in a statement, once again, retweeted by both Meika and Eileen, saying here, I would like to make the following report on Kurari Rose, second generation character of Wachter Corporation, of which I was in charge. And now here we have a different story. Once again, thanking us for our concern, while confirming in her case, there is a lawsuit, saying, I sent a notice of termination to Wachter on March 2nd of 2022. After that, Wachter and I contacted each other through our respective attorneys, and unfortunately, no agreement was reached. On June 1st of the same year, a lawsuit was filed by Wachter, which is still ongoing. From the beginning of the trial until now, I have maintained that I did not do anything in violation of the treaty. Moreover, I am convinced that my time as Kurari Rose did not violate any rules, and that the law can prove its innocence. Meanwhile, regarding this case, I have entrusted the lawyer in charge because the judicial department has not made a specific judgment, so the content of the lawsuit and other details cannot be explained here for now. Allow me to report back to you after the judiciary has made a clear judgment. This talent then going on to thank her fans. So once again, in the instance of Eileen Noir, who may not reside in Japan, no lawsuit. But for Miran Moreno, who is believed to reside in Japan, an active lawsuit is still ongoing. That as it is understood that Wachter is a Japan-based VTuber agency. And no, of course that's not all. We have Wachter talent Hana Tsukito, who also has not been active since last year, now running under the name of Yumeri Ryu. Also this morning issuing her own statement, and of course retweeted by the other three, right here confirming in English on the tweet that they were formerly in charge of the character of Tsukito Hana, and confirming that as of April 30th of 2022, they officially ended their contract with the previous agency Wachter, having repeatedly contacted Wachter through lawyers since March of 2022, but after consultation with lawyers, having formally ended the contract as of April 30th of 2022. This talent going on to apologize to fans for the delay in informing us about this news, and also stating they are contracted through the Reaverse production company now, saying further, from now on, I will prioritize my physical health and will do my best to work more as myself. Thank you for your continued support. So, in review, no court case, contract ended. Active court case, contract ongoing, question mark, and no court case yet, and no way in hell is Eileen ever going back. We'll see what this all means for Meika, but that now also brings us to a fellow Wachter Espanol member, Luna Rorine, having now been inactive for weeks, and only posting this explanation, the Spanish being just questionable enough to make people wonder if it was actually her who wrote it. Meanwhile, we have tweets from Meika describing how she was talking with someone for 5 hours, going only by the name of Nisha, further going on to retweet retweet this artwork of herself, but also tagging another account. And here we have it, a potential account for Nisha, as well as an active Instagram account with multiple stories. Many at this time using context clues to understand this is now an alternate account for Luna, as many are now expecting to see if they'll see a statement from this talent, and further bringing eyes to Water Espanol talent Neon Kuroyori, who at the time when we last talked about this story 15 days ago went live for a short 1-hour stream. Having been gone for 8 days, she has since not streamed for 2 weeks now. This all bringing a lot of attention to Wachter, and more specifically the head of the agency, Maid-chan. When we last talked about this, we also described the story of Mako Hanami, who described her experience with Wachter and then turned down an opportunity to work with the corporation, having seen their contract, which even included penalties that could charge the talents up to 40,000 USD or 5 million yen. Since the last time that we talked about this story, Hanami would further share that numerous tweets and other social media posts referencing her story have been removed, going on to say they recommended that I delete the tweets on the subject. It's my story. They will not silence me. Don't let them silence us. That then leading to a very active hashtag and numerous stories of what looked to be Wachter filing claims against videos and other social media posts. In this instance, filing claims against videos using Wachter IP and usage of their logo. That, of course, leading to numerous memes. Here we see Mei-chan doing their damnedest to remove these posts and other visual interpretations of the agency. As, of course, numerous fans are asking, where is Neon? After this, Wachter would make a formal statement saying we appreciate the continued support of Wachter VTuber members. Attention has been called for slander and nuisance. Such acts harm other members of the company and interfere with the VTuber's business and our company directly. So we urge those taking those actions to stop immediately. Consider the fact that there are members who are still positively working on their duties. In addition, the sanctions we may resort to in each of the social networks, such as Twitter and YouTube, those who have incurred an offensive or problematic act, if we determine that it corresponds with a crime, such as defamation or obstruction of the business, in that case, we will consult with an attorney, file a complaint, and take appropriate legal action, including a request for disclosure of information and any other action necessary to protect our members. You should consider that members who are actively and sincerely working with Wachter have dreams and goals to follow, and that we want to continue to provide entertainment to the fans who support our activities. We would appreciate it if you would understand that we will fully support those members and fans who support us unconditionally. To all of them, we ask, above all, to continue to support us with their patronage and, above all, with their understanding. Once again, numerous questions about this VTuber agency. This now fully confirming that their second and third generations are officially gone. No further members remain with the agency, while there are remaining questions about other members, such as Yui Sawahime having now been inactive for 4 months, and also Leah having been inactive for half a year. And next up, we're checking in with V Shoujo. It's Natasha Nyanners, the self-described horrible creature, featured in this killer artwork that by Hey Kevbo, congratulating Nyanners on 1 million followers on Twitch.tv. As reported yesterday, it was confirmed that Nyanners will be featured in the actual next Like a Dragon game. Nyanners saying, that's me. I can't thank RGG Studio and Sega enough for the opportunity. The Yakuza series were some of the first games I streamed when I started VTubing, and they were a huge inspiration for me. This is so surreal and a dream come true. I can't wait to help you all conquer foes. This announcement receiving some pushback, as we also have V Shoujo's Kei-san, who is auditioning for a role in an upcoming Like a Dragon game, herself now releasing a special Valentine's Day message pack with V Shoujo, and reacting to the news with congrats to Nyan, now I gotta win my audition. That is also in the video. Nyanners also detailed that her own mascot was inspired from another character in the series. That all said, just the day before this announcement, Nyanners did confirm, I think I'm gonna take a break from streaming for a bit. I wanna make sure my streams are a fun and chill place for everybody, but right now, I'm not in the best mindset for it due to some stress I'm dealing with. I hope I can come back.
That's pretty much what's going on right now. So anyways, this is pretty much what's happening right now with that drama with Wachter. If you are going to consider joining with Wachter, good luck. The fact is, be careful. with their contracts and everything. If you want to be an aspiring VTuber, be sure to look up info on who you want to join before you try to join them. Because I understand there's a lot of issues and a lot of problems going on with some VTuber agencies, so it kind of does happen.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and it kind of happens that way. So anyways, this is pretty much the show right now. I know most people are... So what's going on? A comment from Edda, who's singing the Edie theme for Ancient Manga's Bride Season 2. So let's put it this way. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is what's going on right now. In case you're wondering, a message from the song Masabe Eda. I'm deeply honored to be able to sing the ending theme for Masabe Ancient Manga's Bride Season 2. I've seen since Season 1. I can't believe I'm really involved in the artwork. Muben's so mysterious, a powerful song, but at the same time, make you want to cry. We hope you all love the Ancient Manga's Bride Season 2, which was posted on March 9th, 2029, which was today. And that's interesting. So the Manga's Bride is going to get another season. And according to Flying Dog, oh crap, really? What they're doing? What the hell are they doing? What the hell are they doing? Matt Cross. Thank you all for congratulations today in a year without an important year of the Valkyrie. So I would like to go through the throttle to have fun. I love Matt Cross Delta. Don't stop until the very end. Now, Hashimagi. Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. I'm going to like this one. Because I do like Macross. Grew up when I watched it when it was Robotech. But I did watch the movie. And I love that movie too.
So, this is now Toyama's Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. So Flying Dog English kind of announced it. Ancient Manga's Season 2. Ancient Manga's Bride Season 2. So they're getting another a banger soundtrack now for the ending song. Oh, they're really going after her. And Callie actually speaks Japanese. Yeah.
Have a Japanese come.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly leave her alone. I don't really care.
It's an anti. They're not really human.
Yeah, it's like they hired by a Japanese company, given virtual anime character to play as a job. Said company never once said she was Japanese.
Hold up. You most likely have more Japanese friends than you do, in which case, enough.
Which is true, because she actually has more Japanese friends, and I know who those Japanese friends are. And a lot of people don't know. It was one of the people who sang the One Piece movie soundtrack. So I'm going to tell you this right now.
Oh my God!
That's going to be the one thing I'm going to tell them. And I know who they are, and I'm not going to mention who. Because she worked in the music industry. For those who don't know, you can look her up. She actually does the art for them. And a lot of she actually does art She actually is a graphics designer by profession. A lot of people don't know that. She's a graphics designer in Japan.
Regarding
Callie.
yes, I'm trying. Ah. Oh, really? So the chick who, so the chick behind Mori Kalepi is a graphics artist.
Yeah. Very talented one. Because I could show you I could show you something, but let me go ahead and.
Calliope desu.
Yeah. Which everybody knows it's not like it's public knowledge.
Why do they think these people? Why do you think these characters are Japanese with anime?
Yeah. So
if anything, she's a wigger, but not an Asian. These people are close to xenophobes. More than
because a
else.
lot of people don't realize who she is. She actually toured with those bands, and a lot of people don't realize if you look up her alter ego, which I'm not going to show because I don't wish to disrespect her, because I guess she doesn't care. She probably doesn't care, but I will show it to you because I know you probably. This is her. This is her Instagram.
Demon Dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. The musician of all time.
Yeah.
With that title, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good, actually.
And she toured with a bunch of people in Japan. Like, a lot of people don't know that what she did.
Okay. So what we got here? Now, think about it. Speaking of absolute mental retardation against Japanese people, did you hear that the what's his name is not going to apologize for all the shit he talked about Japanese games? Adam Sessler.
Yeah, I heard the drama around him. It's no surprise. He had been doing this for years. He actually made fun of Resident Evil back in the days. I used to remember that skit that he did. The whole camera angle thing, like he basically made fun of that. And I remember looking, and I remember they were showing clips of this. But the funny thing about it was, that was at the time when they were at the Tokyo Game Show. And they were basically just making fun of Japanese. I understand they were making fun of Japanese games, trying to make fun of the Japanese culture, because that was a part of their little skit that they do on their show. They always do that as a part of being funny, because they wanted to make X-Play as entertaining as possible. which I understood they were trying to do.
Well, they failed at it.
Well, they didn't have much of a choice on what they wanted to do.
Being said, she even played a Japanese RPG game, let alone anything made by the Japanese.
Yeah.
That isn't fucking Nintendo.
Yeah, so...
Or Square. Well, there's anything else I gotta get up early, my man, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, man. You take care. Thanks a lot. I understand. It's getting late. Because it's actually really interesting because of the fact that they're trying to like I said, this girl like I said, Moria Corral, if he has an alternate background.
Alright, later, homie.
You too. You take care. So I'm not gonna bring up her background, but she got onto the internet a while back, loving this stuff. But I don't hold it against her. She's an artist. She's a really talented person. But I understand some people don't like her her music, but in some cases she worked with a lot of artists and toured with them, and that's how she garnered some respect among the Japanese community in the music scene. So not much I could deal with presenting herself as the foremost IRL years before becoming a VTuber. She never hid behind a digital persona, overlook her real life channel. Yeah, so she accomplished more than most people that done this work. So out of all the things, I don't think anybody here is trying to start anything. So I'm going to go ahead and begin something here.
Freeza! Por que você matou o Kuririn? Eu estou nervoso! Eu estou nervoso! Freeza!
Oh god, that Dragon Ball Z dub, that's kind of funny. So that's pretty much what's going on right now in the anime scene right now. So as far as I know, the whole drama with the anime scene, it's pretty bad right now. All I can tell you to all the Japanese out there, be careful with these people. They will stalk you. They will try to get on the internet to harass you online. If you encounter these people with these weird-ass flags or anything like that, please block them. These weird pink and gray, this pink and gray flags, be careful. Block them on Twitter. If they ask you about your artwork and everything, please be careful because they might just stab you. We had people that claim that have encountered them have been attacked by them. So please, whatever you do, block them on Twitter immediately. You don't need to take their crap. If anyone is trying to harass you online, be sure to block them on Twitter. That's all I gotta say, because right now it's pretty bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a nice day. I'm gonna go ahead and oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta bring up some news here. But as far as I know, this is pretty much it. Anyways, you guys take care. Have a nice day. Bye bye. I'm out of here. Peace. Oh man.